When winter weather gets rough, TDOT goes to work, removing snow and ice from state roads and interstates statewide. To do the job right, crews have to have the right tools.
We're so varied within our terrain. Snow and ice is a key factor, whether it be from Johnson City all the way down to Memphis.
Russell Poole has been with the state for a quarter of a century. Over the years, he's seen TDOT snow trucks go through major changes.
Prior to 2011, everything that we utilized within the truck was designed more for the average contractor out there. And as you know, we're not an average contractor.
Today, snow trucks are made up of several basic components: plow, cab, body, scraper, spreader, and spinner. But much more goes into the trucks to meet TDOT specifications. And for the last several years, Viking Surveys has put them together.
When we receive these trucks in, there's just a cab and a frame. There's no other equipment on it. So everything else is done here.
Each truck takes approximately 140 man-hours to be TDOT ready, and the process begins with iron installation. On the front end, bumpers, brackets, and braces are formed and fabricated to support the plow. Even the hitch is customized.
When this frame goes on, this normally would tilt with the hood. So we have to modify it in order to allow the hitch and the hood to open up and the grill to still stay stationary.
On the back end, more plates and brackets are installed to hold essential components.
These are to hold your hydraulic valve in place. This plate is what holds the underbody scraper on the truck. This box holds a pre-wet pump for the salt spread application in brine. On top of the hoist basket, right in this saddle here, sits a hydraulic cylinder that raises the body up and down.
Each component is designed and manufactured for function and safety.
This is the rear pintle hook plate and the rear hinge. This pin gets relocated and then the body sits down on it so it can't fall down on the operator or a mechanic when they're doing any service or maintenance on the hoist.
Once the iron is installed, it's painted and the truck moves on to operating systems.
These hoses here that are hanging down will eventually be routed to the front of the truck, and then the rest of them will go to the back of the truck.
Electrical, hydraulic, and air-operated systems control nearly everything. Hoses run the length of the truck.
We strap everything down on separate mounting brackets that run the length of the frame so that the electrical cannot chafe and rub on the hose and cause a fire or short out a wire.
Hoses also connect to the pre-wet system, which uses a salt water or chemical mixture to activate the salt used for snow and ice removal. Just as with the iron installation, hoses, tanks, and pumps are designed for function and safety. The setup provides easy accessibility and emergency shutoff if needed.
This system has a low oil and a high oil temperature shutdown. If the oil gets too hot or if it's too low, then it'll shut the pump off before it does any damage.
Nearly everything that happens outside the truck is controlled inside the cab. Knobs and levers, gauges and sensors are all within reach to help the driver stay in control of the truck and all its parts. High-tech electronics even measure the temperature of the road and how much salt goes out.
There's quite a bit of electrical that goes on. It doesn't really tie into the truck. It's all straight battery to a fused bus duct link.
After the truck is wired, it's finally ready for the body, scraper, spreader, and spinner, where design changes have decreased maintenance and increased efficiency. The body sits atop the frame. A hoist cylinder raises and lowers the body from the bottom, offering more stability. The V-box spreader fits into the body. It's equipped with augers to force salt out of the truck.
If the operator comes back in and maybe he's got a half a load of salt, he can turn the augers up all the way and in about 5 minutes unload the entire vehicle.
The spinner below the spreader is not only adjustable to control where the salt goes, but also removable so the truck can be used for other things in the warmer months. Underneath the body, the removable belly scraper is installed to be used on hard-packed snow or ice.
Since the front plow doesn't have any down pressure, it'll bounce over snow and hardpack. This one has two cylinders here at the back that force the blade down. So once they're salted, they can let that chemical work a little bit, drop this blade on the ground and just scrape it off like a road grader.
And finally, lighting. LED lights are somewhat of an industry standard, efficient on energy, but not on removing snow and ice.
Snow blows around the back of a dump truck pretty good and it'll cover the lights up.
For the snow truck to be visible at all times, headlights are halogens and rear lights have heated lenses.
It has defrosters in it just like your rear window.
TDOT has spent years modifying snow trucks to provide the safest, most efficient, and most cost-effective snow and ice removal tool.
We're in the 800 range for nothing but these snow trucks. We do multiple jobs with our trucks. We have to handle emergency situations, so it's a large investment for us.
That investment ensures when winter weather gets rough, TDOT will be ready.